You guys doing? It's Charles, aka the Chronic Crippled Collector, and I am finishing up my bicep and back day. One question I get from the disabled community and the chronic pain community is, how do you find it in you to lift weights when it's going to add pain? I'm no medical professional. I'm just a person who has dealt with chronic pain for over a decade and a half and been disabled, and somehow managed to make it to 46. I'm going to mention a few points. Point number one is, look at me. I've been lifting weights 6 days a week faithfully for 3 years. And the first thing you notice is that I am still out of shape. I'm still fat. That word doesn't offend me because I'm clinically obese. It's just a fact. Some of it is due to poor health, poor dietary decisions when I was younger, and a lot of it is due to my being disabled for 15 years. But the point I'm making is I don't prioritize an aesthetic or a look. I prioritize, first off, improving health, not getting perfect health, but improving my health and extending my mobility and increasing my independence. And so when I adjusted my mindset from wanting to get the big arms, which, check it out, they're coming in anyway. But when I adjusted my mindset from the aesthetic to something manageable and practical, it makes perfect sense to keep going. Some people, especially this time of the year, they get in the gym and they go for a few weeks and they get burnt out and frustrated because they're not seeing the results. But I learned this when I was in high school, well before I was injured, lifting weights. I got super strong relatively fast, but it was a lot of periods of seeming stagnation before I noticed a big increase in strength and body change. So that's one. And the second thing I do, and most importantly, is I listen to my body. We know that disability is not a monolith day to day, no matter who you are. Sometimes I can hop up out of bed and I can move around fairly decent with moderate pain. Some days like today, I wake up in incredible pain. I have swelling in my leg, and I cannot stand up for the first few hours of my day. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to press on with a 2-hour workout when I can't even, do anything other than sit at my workbench. I'm going to work according to how I feel. My workouts range anywhere from 2 hours to 20 minutes, depending on that day's pain level and what I'm experiencing there. Because the fact of the matter is if I hurt myself trying to improve myself, that's going to be a step backwards. That's going to be the antithesis of my goals in the workouts. So my second thing I do is listen to my body. On bad days, I keep the routine short. On good days, I, go longer. And another important thing is I tailor my workouts to my abilities. I have a lower body injury, chronic injury that cannot be repaired. And so I don't do traditional leg days. I do unresisted, unweighted work. When I feel good, I do some leg extensions when I can, leg lifts, some squats on great days. Most days I completely skip legs because it's just too much of a burden. And like I said, I don't want to set myself back while I'm trying to move myself forward. And so on days when I'm just not feeling it, on days when I know that I'm going to aggravate my legs, I am not going to push it. And what else I do when I say tailoring my workouts to my abilities is, I when I was younger, I used to break days down into muscle groups. So I'd have leg day, I'd have back and bicep day. I would have chest tricep day, lat day, on and on. And so what I did, being I have a lower body injury that I cannot function on, consistently, is I break my workout down into 3 different workouts twice a week. So on Monday, and I vary them on occasion. I'll switch the days around, but I do Mondays and Thursdays. Right now, what I do is Monday and Thursday, I do chest and triceps. And I have a routine that includes bench press, close grip bench press, variations on tricep extensions, lat. I do some lat work on bench press days and bicep days, depending, because it's all ancillary. And what else do I do? I do a couple other exercises, butterflies with my dumbbells, stuff that's going to engage my chest and tricep and improve my bench press. And then on Tuesdays and Fridays, I do shoulders. I do shoulder presses, lateral raises, front raises, alternating front raises, static holds, rotations, shrugs, things like that. And then on Wednesdays and Saturday, which is the date I'm recording this, I do back and bicep days where I do regular curls. I do hammer curls. I do reverse curls. I'll occasionally do dumbbell rows to focus on my forearms here. What else I do? I do lateral raises, uh, overhead lat raises while laying down. What else do I do? So many. Trying to think. Oh yeah, I also do seated deadlifts, so I take my heaviest dumbbells, stay seated, and I will work on my back, getting my core. And then as far as leg day goes, I throw in legs whenever it's convenient. If I'm having a day where I don't have swelling in my legs and I have, some extra mobility that's not going to increase my pain, then I do legs, but only on those days that I can really get an effective workout without increasing my pain levels. And the fact of the matter is working out like this, are you going to make Mr. Olympia? Hell no. But you're not going to do that anyway if you're disabled. And the fact of the matter is there are guys, it's different for everybody. There are guys that I follow when I was on Instagram. One guy who's in a wheelchair. From the waist down, he has very skinny legs because he has some kind of, illness that, he's paralyzed from the waist down. But from the waist up, the dude is freaking jacked and is a world-class bodybuilder. It's amazing to see. Another lady that I follow who is a bodybuilder out of Canada, she is wheelchair bound most of the time, and she competes now. And she lost an incredible amount of weight and built a lot of muscle and competes in her wheelchair. There is another content creator who goes by Not3, that is NAUGHT_3. And she is incredible because she is real big in the cosplay community. And to look at her, I mean, she's a model, she's a cosplayer, influencer who is wheelchair bound a lot of the time, and you would never guess it. She's able to get incredible results while dealing with chronic pain. I definitely suggest going to check her content out. And so, chronic pain is a whole variety of people, and, everybody is going to get different results. But, work around what's important to you. And like I said, my other point is, make it practical. When I first started working out, I was, you know, I've actually lost a lot of weight since then. I'm probably down 50 pounds. But on top of that, I gained a lot of strength. And back then, if I was on the floor, I would either have to have somebody with me to get me up, or I would have to struggle to pull myself up with chairs and multiple things. And it was a hassle. And about 2 years ago, after about a year of work, I was able to get myself up off the ground unassisted by anything. And as you know, if you had struggled with mobility, that is huge. as far as freedom goes, independence, and the ability to get out and about by yourself. One of the most discouraging experiences in my life was I was trying to get some walking in before I started working out with the dumbbells. And I was going up and down my block, and my leg gave out on me, and I had to flag down a stranger to get me half the block back to my home. And that really emotionally crushed me. And now I can actually get up unassisted, and I've also allowed myself to use mobility aids. That's a video I'm going to do soon about the importance of mobility aids and getting past the mental block of not wanting to use them. That's not what this video is, but I would just say that the best thing I ever did for my health was to buy a heavy duty roller walker. People are afraid it's going to take away your independence, but really what it does is it opens up your whole world more than you can imagine. But back to this video. Like I said, I set goals that are realistic so I can get myself up off the floor. Now that is moved to where I can do squats. I did about 6 squats the other week, which isn't a lot, but for me, that might as well have been 600. And despite being 46 years old and disabled, I'm still increasing and extending, more importantly, my mobility. And I have reversed my diabetes. I had severe diabetes, but through simple diet changes and these workouts, I've reversed that, which in turn has helped me manage my pain. And so I think, the overall point of this video is if you want to get into a realistic, consistent workout program, you have to set yourself some realistic goals that you can reach, that you can stick to, and that are going to be profitable to your lifestyle and to what's going to be the absolute best for you overall. Because you could decide, I'm going to flip the switch, I'm going to go beast mode, I'm going to act like David Goggins, and I'm going to go hard. And you can probably do that for a couple of days, but what's going to happen is you're going to burn out and you're going to quit and you're going to fall into depression, because that's what I did. But when you approach it with patience, common sense, and realistic goals, then you can do it. And even though you may not get the aesthetic that other people want, like I said, the gains are going to come. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this one. Gains are going to come. But you're also going to get practical results. Work equals results. That's the math. So anyway, you guys be easy. I encourage you that if you're disabled and you really want to extend your mobility, you want to improve your mental health, and you want to start working out, just freaking start doing it. And it doesn't matter what it is. I started with some milk jugs and ended up buying equipment piece by piece, and I do it in my home. You can do unweighted stuff. You can do leg lifts, extensions. You can flap your arms. Whatever. Just get to moving. Get in the habit of movement. And as you learn, as you grow, we are at a great place in society where we have access to more information than ever. You can go on YouTube and add stuff that you see on YouTube to your exercise. But yeah, that's about all I got to say on that. You guys be easy. Thank you for watching. And if you want to do anything, and I always say that this isn't just about fitness and exercising. I'm a musician, and chronic pain is really taking that away from me. I can't perform all the time, and I can't always sit behind a guitar and bass. But I was like, you know what? What can I do? I bought me a ukulele that doesn't hurt at all. And what I practice and learn on the ukulele easily can be transcribed over to the basic guitar. Actually, since it's a less familiar instrument, if I learn on the ukulele, I can play it on the guitar like it's nothing. If you're an artist, draw what you can, when you can, how you can, and appreciate what you do. Whatever it is, find a realistic entry point and do it for yourself. You guys be easy. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.